Harley, show everybody that you behave really, really good. All right, so reason why Harley's here, come here, Harley. You don't behave really good. Now, if we would have lost that game, I don't know if you would have been back, Harley. All right, so my wife and I are very passionate about rescue animals. We have 5 rescues, so we're really proud of our pups at home: Harley, Cooper, Miley, Buster, and the bad behaved one, Cooper. So I kept my promise because I thought one thing Don Staley asked around the country is, for coaches to bring their pups to a press conference. So that's why Harley's here. And I think Harley.
Is it okay to tag you, Coach?
What's that?
Is it okay to tag you?
Sure. All right, honey. Can you grab Harley? Harley's not interested anymore. And he's got hair all over this place. All right. Well, really proud of our guys. I think, you're at home, and that's what protecting your home floor is all about. I think you look at this game, it's what we did in the second quarter and what our bench did in the second quarter. With Lazic, Guerrero, Bermejo, Williams, played 11 guys in that first half. We had some guys in foul trouble, played without Betty, but Dulce playing 41 minutes. Was really proud of this group. I think Mike's got the stats. We're pretty good in overtime. Good teams find a way to win, but you got to give a lot of credit to Temple. They're really good guard play. They brought in a freshman Gerdine and Davis and Williamson and Clinton. Those guys have played a lot of games, and they were undefeated in league play. And it's going to be a war when we go back over there to play in Philly. So interiorly. When you got Davis and Williamson are tough to handle down there because they catch it, they're able to score. But I just talked to Pinzan, Harvey, and Saniki at the half. I think all 3 of those guys were 1 for 14 or 2 for 14 at halftime. They needed to play better and sit offensively. Great basket when she needed, but it was a defensive end that helped us out for her. All right.
Coach, Temple goes on an 8-0 run starting the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
You call a timeout. Can you share with us what you said during the timeout?
No.
Got their attention, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
You guys kind of caught a break in the second quarter. Mia gets her second foul pretty early on, and you guys were able to kind of climb back in and actually take the lead in the
how we were up. That's what we talked about, how we were up at halftime. We shouldn't have been up at halftime, but we were up.
You guys improved to 7-0 on your home court. Just how important has been defending home court with the crowds that you guys have been playing?
It always is. This is – if you're not going to take care of business at home, it's going to be really difficult for you to win anywhere, This is where you practice and prepare every day, so there's got to be passion in protecting the castle, not letting somebody come in and beat you at home, So I think we've had that mentality for a long time in our program, it showed today. Coming out of that timeout and in overtime.
Coach, Saniki hits 7 of 8 down the stretch in overtime, the ceiling.
Yeah.
How important was it to get her to the free throw line?
Very, because that's where she won the game the other day, at the free throw line.
I'm proud of you, Betty, getting her 800 rebound in her college career.
That was 800 today for her, huh?
800.
Her fourth rebound was 800.
Oh, that's good. She's
75 games.
in a short amount of time. So to get 800 rebounds in the games that she's played, that's an unbelievable accomplishment. I wish she would have played more minutes tonight, but,
Coach, Davis and Williamson are a handful.
Yeah, they are. Because they test you on the glass and they finish around the rim. So glad we put this one behind us, and we'll be off tomorrow.
What's this kind of the schedule look like for you guys? I know SMU ain't used to kind of both traveling to Texas. I know SMU's kind of dealt with some COVID issues. Have you gotten an update?
Plan is to fly there on Tuesday. We'll leave here on 12:30, fly up there, practice up there at 5, have a good dinner, play, fly right back after the game, and then get ready for Houston, same thing. And then we need that off week, that bye week.
Coach, for the second consecutive game, it was Al and Dulce, carrying the load offensively kind of down the stretch.
Yeah.
Is it safe to say that at this point, they're kind of the closers moving forward?
I mean, when you have someone like Saniki that can get to the rim and create off the bounce and get to the free throw line, and then Dulce with an inside presence, let me tell you right now, Pinzan and Sidney Harvey's won a lot of games for us. Look, I mean, we don't beat Oregon if it wasn't for Pinzan and Harvey, and Harvey, her play against Stanford. We're in unprecedented times, and they both dealing with what they're dealing with. For them to give us their effort in games, and to continue to fight and play through what they're playing through. It's a credit to them and their care for their teammates and for this program.
And I know you said you wish Betty could have played more minutes tonight, but she gave you some good production in the limited time that she did have. What kind of encouraged you about how she's progressing with her?
Yeah, we had to play her. Just because with her not on the floor, I didn't want Temple to get out in front. And she's played in games. So for us to get the minutes that she gave us in the second quarter were critical, but then took her out with about 2.5. I didn't want to get her third, But, I thought, hey, incredible minutes on both ends of the floor. Again, 75 games, 800 rebounds. Not many people have gotten 800 rebounds in 75 games.
Coach, last 2 games you've won.
Yeah.
You had a little bit of a mid-season funk, though, like the first and second periods.
Yeah, I mean, definitely if you watch us in November and December, we're definitely not playing the way that we were playing. But, what we're going through right now, we weren't going through that then. So how can we get back to that? Continue to practice and prepare and get guys healthy.
Sarah gave you 17 quality minutes.
Who did?
Sarah.
Yeah, I thought Sarah gave us good minutes and Chris did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, Mia Davis kind of late in the fourth quarter, overtime. Christina, Sarah were kind of sharing the responsibility to Gardner. How do you?
And then we put Harvey on her.
Yeah. It turned out okay. I think she traveled. So.
Yeah, traveled, and then, one thing that Sydney does well is take charges, so Sydney can get ahead of her. The only thing was if they were going to post her up, that was going to be the difficult piece.
And the baseline out of bounds play for Sydney on the back row.
We've been good in special situations. We've won a lot of games. I think we invest a lot of time in that. Baseline out of bounds and sideline out of bounds have won us some games this year. And, when you execute them, I think we could have ended it. We could have ended it in regulation. They just switched out on a 5, and, Al had a bad angle there. But we won, so we move on. All right, guys.
Thanks.